personal best through the first sector for Hadjar, for Albon, for Stroll, for Tsunoda, for Sainz, and for Gabriel Bortoleto. The Haas is yet to push on. Behrman's in the first sector. Ocon is on an outlap. He's going to be last over the line. Albon improves to P8.
So Lawson down to 13th, and he's backed off this lap. He may just about have time for another one, but it's going to be tight.
Lando Norris went out there and improved his first and third sectors. He is ahead by 0.3 of a second. Pressure lap time this for Carlos Sainz, who comes over the line, goes ahead of his teammate and finds his way into the next part of the session.
Improvements coming from loads of those further back as well. Lawson now 15th, and I don't think he has started a flying lap. This could be it for Lawson.
5th for Hadjar is a superb effort. 9th for Lance Stroll. Yuki Tsunoda is in the drop zone. Gabriel Bortoleto is pushing on. The Racing Bull car is up to 9th position. Gabriel Bortoleto made it through into Q2. SQ2 at the moment is possible because he's got to 14th.
So Lawson is gone, 18th, and he's pitted. Disaster continues for Liam Lawson. The two Haas cars started their laps very late, and we ride on board with Ollie Behrman.
Gasly is done. He's in the drop zone. Hulkenberg is improving as well. They're all pushing. They're all on personal bests, and they need it. One Haas over the line and going to 9th position. What a lap when it counted for Oliver Behrman, who now drops Jack Doohan into the drop zone along with his teammate Pierre Gasly. Bortoleto on the bubble. Let's see whether Hulkenberg can get past, whether he can out-qualify his teammate in this format. Hulkenberg can't find the time. He's out. What about Esteban Ocon? He improves to 18th, but he can't make it either.
Just understeered wide at turn 9, and it is an understeer-inducing corner that you've got to wait for the front to turn. You can see the steering lock on, and he's just tried to squeeze on the gas, but he's run too far off the road there, lost the traction of the rear tyres, and that is Lawson done.
That was Esteban Ocon putting a wheel on the gravel, coming through the 16th and final turn. He's been out-qualified by his new teammate, Oliver Behrman. And it's Doohan, Gasly, Ocon, Hulkenberg, and Liam Lawson is 20th in the Red Bull. Hamilton's out there, and he is on Norris's pace in the middle sector.
So this is more like it then from Hamilton. We have seen that he's been able to match Norris. First lap, not so much. Now he's got the tyres fired up and it's working. Alonso's first sector, once again, is really good. His middle sector's decent, so it's looking good for Fernando Alonso.
Good teamwork from the Racing Bulls. A slipstream orchestrated on the long back straight here for Yuki Tsunoda. Every second helps, every 10th of a second helps around this circuit, and it's the 4th fastest time for the Japanese driver. And Lance Stroll goes ahead of him into P4 at the moment. 1 year ago, Aston Martin were in the top 3 on the grid around here. Lewis Hamilton finds the top 3. He's 0.2 of a second back compared to the benchmark set by Lando Norris. Charles Leclerc doesn't have the pace of his teammate at the moment. He's only in 5th. What about the rest of the order? Fernando Alonso makes it into the top 8. He's ahead of both Mercedes.
Yeah, Mercedes slipping down. Need to find a bit of something. Behrman gets into the top 10 as well, but everyone behind is improving.
Super lap from Oliver Behrman, who is really having a better time of it in round 2 compared to round 1. Sainz is not going to make it into the top 10 shootout. Neither is Gabriel Bortoleto. He's gone into 13th position. Alex Albon was a star in Melbourne. He's a star in Shanghai. A superb lap to go ahead of the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. Tsunoda is in 8th. Alonso is in 9th. 10th for Oliver Behrman, who was this man's teammate when it came to Formula 2 last year, but it's Antonelli who finds the 4th fastest time and knocks out the Haas driver. Russell is next up. He was behind Antonelli, his rookie teammate before. He comes across the line, he's 2nd fastest, ahead of the McLaren of Oscar Piastri. This is where Hadjar's chance of SQ3 disappeared.
If you haven't driven the circuit before, it is pretty specialist coming through this first turn. It goes on and on and on, and you've got to go through 5 gears before you just pick it up there at turn 3.
Alonso, Behrman, Sainz, Bortoleto, and Hadjar are out. Lewis Hamilton, the rear moving around on the exit of turn 13. They're desperate to stand on the power and take all the momentum they can onto this long straight with the DRS open. Piastri's in the mix as well. This is going to be hundredths, if not thousandths of a second. As we come over the line, Hamilton has the middle, and it's the best one. The middle sector is the best of anyone out there. 1 minute to go. Still a battle rages between the Ferraris and the McLaren. Will Lewis Hamilton go to the top? He will, by 0.08 of a second.
Norris is going quickly though through the middle part of the lap. Here's Charles Leclerc to the line.
The Ferrari cuts the beam and goes to third. He's 2 tenths back on what his new teammate could do. Now, Piastri and Norris are the only drivers who can get in the mix when it comes to Hamilton. Piastri misses out, and Lando Norris is in the background. Lando Norris is pitting, and Lewis Hamilton has found a lap time to take him top. Can Verstappen take sprint pole? It's only to start at the front for a 19-lap race, but it's so competitive. And once again, Formula One is not following the script. How about the world champion? Does he take it away from Lewis Hamilton? Oh, he misses out by less than 200ths of a second. And the two titans are at the front of the field. There's a 7-time world champion and a 4-time world champion. Welcome to Ferrari, Lewis Hamilton. He's the driver to beat in the opening sprint of the year. Over the line goes Albon to 8th position. Yuki Tsunoda will complete our order. He's got the hairpin at 14. Hamilton, Verstappen, Piastri, Leclerc, Russell, Norris in 6th. No one would have predicted that. Now, where does Yuki slot into this order? As we complete our top 10, 8th place is a great lap.
Where are we?
That's San Diego.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Good job,
Yes.
San Diego. San Diego.
Mega job. Woo!
And that is why Lando pitted. He was on for a pole lap, had to throw everything out in the final corners. You have to take some risk, and he's made a big mistake. 6th on the grid.
Max Verstappen not with the pace overall. He's only 200ths of a second away, and the support that Lewis Hamilton has is outrageous.